had technical difficulties. Okay, I think that end of the song was a good time to call that quits. Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Haley, and we also have Amy here. Amy, want to say hi?
Hi everyone.
We are SNAP Ed nutrition educators, and we have a presentation for you today to talk about rethinking your drink. So what we're going to talk about today is how much sugar is in common beverages, how to read a label and find the amount of sugar that's in beverages, and how to make better beverage choices. So what we're going to do first is we have a short video that has been put together for you guys that was really going to go into in depth in some of these different topics. So we're going to dive right into that. If you have any questions at any time, Amy's got her eye on the chat box, so you can throw them in there, and then afterwards we're going to discuss some of the things that we've seen in this video. All right. Amy, just give me a thumbs up.
This is a SNAP Ed New York video presentation. Hi there, welcome to Rethink Your Drink. Today we will talk about WHO, slow, and go drinks. WHO drinks are drinks we should limit or avoid altogether. Slow drinks are okay to have a couple of times a week. And go drinks are great to have anytime. Let's get started. Go grab your favorite drink right now. And while you're at it, grab some sugar, a teaspoon, and an empty cup. It'll be fun to play along with us when we show you how to figure out the amount of sugar in your drink. Go ahead and hit pause if you want to grab these items. We'll wait.
We're just going to let it keep going. If anybody does want to do it along, please feel free.
It's okay if you didn't grab them. We'll show you anyways. Let's start with the WHO drinks. The added sugar you're drinking with sweet tea, soda, and sports drinks can cause all kinds of health problems like weight gain, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, even cavities. Wait till you see how much sugar you're drinking. Go ahead, grab your drink and look at the label. Find the amount of sugar, which is in grams. Got it? Our soda label shows it contains 39 grams of sugar. Not this kind of gram. We are talking about a gram as a unit of measurement. We normally don't measure things in grams, so let's convert the grams of sugar into teaspoons. To do that, we divide the number of grams by 4. Now comes the painful part. According to our soda label, our drink has 9.75 teaspoons of sugar. Start scooping your teaspoons of sugar into your empty cup.
gosh!
Would you really drink a cup of sugar? Especially now that you know the kinds of health problems it can cause? Not to mention, it will take at least 15 minutes of brisk walking to burn off all that sugar. Let's introduce you to some slow drinks. Low-fat chocolate milk and 100% juice have some great nutrients. But don't forget about their natural sugars. It still adds up. Save these for special occasions, maybe once or twice a week. Have we got you thinking yet? What about diet drinks? Technically, there's no added sugar in them. They must be okay, right? Wrong. Scientists believe that those artificial sweeteners actually make us crave sweets. So you were probably eating more and taking in more calories after all. And what about those sneaky sugars? If you see sucrose, glucose, honey, or cane sugar, watch out. They're all different names for sugar, and too much sugar does not make you feel good. But let's not stop here. Let's bring out the Go drinks. Your delicious water, cool and refreshing. This is a Go. You can even flavor it up more with fresh lemon, lime, watermelon, or cucumber. More examples on how to flavor water can be found on our website. And to strengthen your muscles and bones, here's to skim or 1% white milk. Cheers! Thanks for joining us for Rethink Your Drink. For the big finish, curtain calls for our Whoa, Slow, and Go drinks. Time to say bye to these guys. Their show is over. Once or twice a week is okay with these drinks. They're still welcome every now and then. Make water, skim, or 1% white milk your Go drinks, and you'll be feeling great. Cheers to you for taking this first step to change.
Thank you for joining us today.
I'll get to that part later. Okay.
Okay, so as Haley is getting us back into the presentation, thank you, Miss Haley. I just want everybody to really think about all of the different things that we just saw in that video. So there was a few different points that we really want you to think about, really let sink in. And then we're going to talk in a little while as well about how we can potentially make some changes if you are a person who is consuming a lot of those Whoa drinks. If I could get a volunteer or two to just either type into the chat box, or honestly, we're a very small group, so you can unmute yourself if you'd like, to just share a few of the things that maybe they learned from the video that they didn't know before, or just something interesting from the video. Anybody would be wonderful.
Maybe there's something you found like surprising about any of the drinks. I know something like I've always found very surprising is how much sugar is in a lot of iced teas, right?
Oh, here we are. Hidden sugars are just as bad. Yeah, so that's the thing. And honestly, before I started working with SNAP Ed and teaching this lesson, I really never considered the amount of sugar and empty calories that were coming from certain things that I was drinking. So Haley just mentioned about iced tea. I don't know how many of you, I will read that in a second. liked the Arizona iced tea, you know, like the big cans you can get from 7-Eleven. They're 99 cents, so they're super cheap, very convenient, right, when you're out and about. I used to love them, and I thought the same thing. Oh, it's green tea. Like, how terrible could it be for me? However, if we take a look at the handout that's up there right now, we look down to the second to last one. That is an example of a sweetened tea. There's 213 calories in that bad boy. 14, let me repeat that, 14 teaspoons of sugar. And to burn off those calories and that sugar, we would have to walk for a whopping 46 minutes. Who in God's name wants to walk for 46 minutes to burn off your iced tea? Not me. So yeah, iced tea, very surprising. Let's read what we had in the chat box. I think diet
drinks were okay because they don't have any sugar in them.
Yeah, that is also a big misnomer, right? So it's not listed on the label. So if you're a label reader, good. Keep it up, right? But there are still hidden sugars in like a diet soda or something like that. Oh, okay, we have another one here. I drink sparkling ice drinks all the time. 0 calories, 0 sugar, but it says sucralose. Is that bad? So nothing is bad or good necessarily, right? So we would categorize this as a slow drink, just like we were talking about go, slow, and whoa drinks, right? So there's no sugar listed on the label, but we do, however, know that if sucralose is listed in the ingredient list, that is still a form of sugar. There's not that much in there, which is why it's not listed on the label in form of grams, but there is still some in there. So you want to try to like limit it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put in that chat box that term ose at the end of sucralose. So when you see that on as part of like an ingredient, like if a lot of the words in the ingredients list like can be very overwhelming, like you've never heard of a lot of them. Not all forms of sugar have the word like term ose, those letters at the end. But if you see that, it's a very good indication that it has something to do with being an added sugar.
Okay, we have some more chats coming in. Okay, what about aspartame? Okay, so aspartame was a big ingredient in like Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi, a lot of different like diet sodas. I believe, and Haley, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that's been removed from a lot of those drinks. However, it's been replaced by something else. So it's the same concept. It's just another added sugar. It's a processed sugar. Again, in diet sodas, it's not in there enough to be listed as grams, but if it's in that ingredient list, that's still a form of sugar. So on that note, I'd like everybody to take a look at this handout here. And no problem, Lauren. And just take a look at the different types of drinks that are listed along with the calories, as well as the teaspoons of sugar. If anybody, again, is brave enough to either unmute themselves or type in the chat box, is there anything on here that surprises you, that stands out as far as like the amount of calories or teaspoons, or even the amount of activity it would take to burn them off? Anybody want to share anything surprising? Sports drinks.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So to be honest, nobody really needs them. You don't need them. Your best choice, even if you are legitimately playing a sport, is water. They should be healthy, question mark. I mean, you would think so too, right? Because they're kind of marketed that way. Same thing with the juice drink. That one surprises me as well. If you go 2 down from the sports drink, the juice drink is 305 calories at 17 teaspoons of sugar. You'd have to walk for over an hour to burn that off. That's more than the soda, you guys. If you take a look, the soda is a few less teaspoons at 14, less calories, and less physical activity to burn it off. So that one to me is very surprising. And again, remember, the calories that are coming from these sorts of beverages are what we call empty calories. So empty calories means essentially there's no nutrients included in them. So it's just extra calories. And honestly, me personally, I would much rather eat something that has, you know, some flavor and even a little bit of sugar in there rather than drink something with all those added calories. So last but not least on here, if we take a look very at the bottom, our best choice is always going to be, anybody want to?
Water.
Water. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, water. Water has 0 calories, 0 teaspoons of sugar, and you have to do 0 minutes of physical activity to burn it off, right? And if you actually, honestly, if you're very thirsty, it's going to quench your thirst the best. So
yeah, even when you're thirsty, like if you typically reach for like a soda or an iced tea or something, it might taste good and like quench your taste buds for that liquid, but the actual hydration to your body, you're only really going to get from water, because the other things with the sugar and some sodium in some of them and everything, it's not going to have that hydration effect that we're really looking for, that our bodies need from water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. A teaspoon, is that the size of a sugar cube?
Yes.
So you're adding like 15 sugar cubes for an
Yeah, or you know, Lauren, like those like packets of sugar that you get from like Dunkin'
Like the
Donuts,
diner, like the table, yeah,
or anything like that. It's the same. So one packet of sugar, 1 sugar cube, or 1 teaspoon. All 3 are the same.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all about the same equivalent.
Okay.
Good question. Thank you. All right, Amy, ready for the next one?
We are. Okay, so here we have a 10 tip sheet. So these are actually great. They have a whole bunch of different topics. If you're interested in checking them out, you can go on the website. It is just choosemyplate.gov. We can throw that in the chat box for everyone. If you'd also like to get it via email after the presentation is over, you're more than welcome to share your emails at the end with us, or you can email us if you're not comfortable sharing your email in the chat box. But I just want everybody to take a look at the tip sheet right now. And what I like to do is give everybody just a minute or two to kind of read over a few of them. Then I'm going to ask for some volunteers. So I'll give everybody a minute to look it over. Okay, so that was about a minute or so. I hope everybody had a chance to at least read a few of them. Like I said, right now I'm going to ask for a volunteer. So the first volunteer, if you would like to share one of these tips that you might already be doing and how you made that change. Again, you can unmute. Ooh, yay!
Hi. I try to stay on track with drinking water. I have a 1 liter container that I make sure I at least drink 1 a day. I know you're probably supposed to have more, like maybe like 2 liters or 3, but I try to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Thank you for sharing. So the next volunteer I'm going to ask for is someone who sees a tip on here that they would like to implement in their own life, but they could see some challenges making that change. Anybody want to share? We can use a chat box, or again, you can unmute yourself, whatever you feel comfortable with.
I'll answer. I didn't realize that you have to have 3 cups of milk per day. Does that count for cheese? Does that count dairy?
I mean,
I
there's a little bit
might
of
have to work on that. I don't drink a lot of milk.
Milk and yogurt are going to have a lot more calcium than the cheese, because the cheese is going to be like more processed. But having that milk, as long as you're getting that calcium, you don't want to have more than the 3 cups, because like we said, milk is still going to have that natural sugar in it. So you can really balance it out with like a cup of milk, some yogurt, maybe another cup of milk. Dark leafy greens are always really great too, to get calcium, if that's like a concern as well. But yeah, having that dairy every day is going to go a long way over time with helping our bones stay nice and strong.
And also, like it does say in the tip itself, you do want to try to have low fat or fat-free milk, because not only is there some sugar, naturally occurring sugars in our milk, but there is also fat depending on the type of milk that you're drinking, right? So if you're doing 2% or whole milk, not only are you adding that sugar when you drink your milk, but you're also adding some fat. So you want to be a little aware of that as well. Okay. All right. So thank you, volunteer, because it was the same one, but we appreciate you, Lauren, for sharing. Anyone else would like to share any other little tidbits or anything that they found from the 10 tip that was interesting or that might like to try, either or? No. Okay. Ooh, here we are.
Oh, flavored water. Yeah. If you're not a big water drinker, try adding some fruits and stuff to it. It is a great way to kind of get yourself used to it a little bit. I know a lot of people say like, oh, they really just don't like water. I find even if like you take a small bottle and put maybe even like some frozen fruit in it and let it sit for a little bit, the flavors are it's just gonna defrost into your water, and the flavors are really gonna do it. And it turns fun colors for kids too. Like you put a strawberry in it, you're gonna have like pink water. You only need like 1 or 2 of those. Or I really like going for the thrifty option. I find that fruit that's like just like on the verge of like fresh fruit, that's like on the verge of going bad, but like it's a little too mushy to eat, but not bad enough to just like, you don't want to get rid of it. Throw it in some water, because it doesn't matter how mushy it is, and all the juices are just going to go into your water and really flavor it and color it, and make it nice and fun and pretty. It's just something that I like to do with my fruit that's like kind of towards the end.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right? Always looking to use everything up. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick little review. So we have a couple questions for you guys. So they're all just multiple choice, so you can throw your answers right into the chat box. So what is a go beverage? We have soda, sweet tea, water, or sports drinks?
Water. Water.
Good, awesome. Right, we have the water, which is going to be our best beverage. What health issues can too many woe drinks lead to? It's not liking me click today. Weight gain, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, or D, all of the above? Good. All D, awesome. Just a few more. How do you know how many teaspoons of sugar are in your drink? Divide by 4, 7, 6, or 3? Good. Yep. It was divide by 4. Good. And you want to make sure that's for, if you have like a drink that has maybe 2 servings in it, you want to make sure that you're doing that for every serving. Good. So divide by 4. And our last question, what is another name for sugar? Sucrose, glucose, cane sugar, or D? All the above. Good, D. Quick answers there. Awesome. You guys are paying attention. Good. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. So if you would like to learn more, or like Amy said, if you want that tip sheet emailed to you, you can throw your email in the chat box if you feel comfortable. If not, these are both of our email addresses. You can send either or both of us an email, and we'll be happy to send that and any other information on this topic to you. If you're looking for any further presentations, we can also give you all that information. So either emails in the chat or send us an email. You can write those down, take a screenshot any way you want. And that will be good. This is not letting me click today. We have here for more information, if you want to do a little research on your own, our state website, we have snapednewyork.org. Our local website, we have ccesuffolk.org. We're the Community Nutrition Health. We also have a Facebook. We post on there daily different tips and tricks and recipes and little like short videos and things you can watch, anything like that. You can also look for other for other 10 tips on the choosemyplate.gov website. And also SnapEd New York has our YouTube page, which is always good information as well, just to watch those videos.
Okay, so once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. We know that the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but making small changes can make a big difference. You can start today by getting involved with SnapEd New York. Our program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits, and we want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Okay. You can learn how SnapEd can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapednewyork.org. And this material was funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, aka SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider. Once again, thank you, everyone. We will hang on for a few minutes. If anyone has any further questions or anything like that, again, you can throw your emails into the chat box, which I did see a few people do. So we'll get those tip sheets out to you guys via email. And if not, then have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and we hope to see you on one of our other presentations. Thanks again.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.